Skyscraper came out on July 13 and stars The Rock and a bunch of other people. Who are we kidding? Most people were and are interested in seeing this movie because he's in there. Who lies? Who lies? Skyscraper is about an ex-FBI agent who became a security assessor for skyscrapers and is hired to look over the security for the grand newest skyscraper to make sure it is ready to inhabit people in the higher levels. His job goes well until some people do a thing, to frame him for the thing, to do their own thing without trouble, so they can get a thing from the creator of the skyscraper, where The Rock's family is also trapped while the bad thing happens. Spoiler-free review. Skyscraper is a good movie. It's not a great movie, it's not a terrible movie, it's just a good movie. The Rock plays The Rock in a The Rock movie. It was San Andreas vertically. It's hard to point out what kept the movie from being great by not spoiling anything, but I will try. Actually, the struggle with keeping spoilers out of my review is part of the problem. The plot. The plot overall, like I said, was good. There's a lot of convenience and terrible decision by the characters, but there is a story and it's enjoyable to watch. Problem is, in the first 20 minutes, the audience can already guess who's bad, who's good, what's going to settle the conflict, and how the conclusion is going to go. That's why it's hard to tell you guys anything without spoiling everything. Characters. The characters were great. Sawyer, the main character, was the same Rock as usual, so of course he's enjoyable to watch. His wife was nice and quirky. There were nice people and bad people, but none of the characters really stood out and there wasn't any character growth. In the end, Sawyer faces the same scenario that lost him his leg and job, and he succeeds this time, but he just succeeds. That's it. The movie didn't show that he was troubled by what happened in the past, so there was no closure and no point to the scene. The twins, his kids, are there with terrible asthma acting and terrible line drops, but they're there to be saved, so yay. Still, these things are easy to look past in the movie, so I'm sticking with the characters were great. Mostly because the interactions between Sawyer and his wife is the best parts of the movie. Visuals and pacing. A-. The CGI was very well done and the graphics were very pleasing. Some scenes were a bit dark and the pacing or tone shifts were a bit distracting in the start, but nothing that ruined the movie. The movie was incredible at using skyscraper height to its advantage. People in the theater kept leaning forward in their seats and jumping every slip or jump. It was kind of hilarious to watch around me, to be honest. But then, when the movie tried building tension outside of height, it was a complete failure. And the movie felt incredibly long for only being a generic hour and 40 minutes. That brings us to the conclusion. The ending was way too rushed for how long the movie felt, and the tension was shown after the bad guy was defeated, which makes no sense. They honestly really screwed up the end. The conclusion was probably just about 5 minutes. Even the last 2 lines of the movie were corny and out of place. There's a part where Sawyer is looking for his family in the crowd, and they tried to make it so dramatic, but he saw they were safe a short while earlier, and then boom! Credits. The entire movie felt a bit confusing on what it wanted to be the point of it, or the obstacle, so I guess it kinda makes sense that I didn't know what to do with the conclusion, because I didn't really know what the conclusion was for. They tried making it about finding his family, but there was no urgency, and the focus was all over the place. The building barely showed sign of crumbling, and when it did, we were told through exposition. It was very confusing. But the question is the movie watchable? Yes. Yes, it is. It's a good movie. Would I go see it again, though? Probably not. It's nothing special and it's not great. There's nothing that I want to see again. I think what I enjoyed the most was seeing The Rock in another serious role. That was nice. Even if that means you don't get to see his smile as much. That oh so brilliant smile. Would I recommend it? Yes. If you enjoy a good thriller and you want to watch a movie where you don't think too much, you'd like this movie. If you're like me and you tend to overthink things, no. On a scale of con to Autobot, I give it a Deceptibot. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching. What do you think? Do you agree with my points? Leave your hate in the comments below. Love is welcome too. I will read all of them once I am done running away and ducking in cover, so remember to subscribe for more videos, like for my love, and with that I say, sien jullie volgende keer.